Question number 38. Okay, this question I had already worked. I can tell you this is a bit time consuming. You cannot finish in 1 minute. A capacitor of capacitance C discharges through a resistance of resistor R. The graph shows the variation. So what is the equation governing this discharge? You know that Q is equal to Q naught e to the power of minus T by RC. This is what it depends on. So if the value of, it depends upon the value of RC, how does the Q changes? Okay. Now, if the value of R and C are given here, the value of Q is given like this over here. This is a constant equation. The capacitor is now changed to one value of 2C and the resistance is changed to one value of 2R. That means what? If you are changing R to 2R and C to 2C, then which graph shows a variation with T of the V with the new combinations discharge? Okay, there are 4 graphs given here. You need to decide which graph is correct. So towards it, what we need to do is, so you need to have some amount of critical thinking here. So before we start with this one here, let us look at this here. So if I put T equal to RC in this expression, then I will get Q is equal to Q naught e to the power of minus RC by RC would be minus 1, which should be equal to Q naught by E. Now what is E? E is nothing but 2.718. Okay, a constant value, Neperian value here, right? So when I substitute this value, this would be Q naught divided by 2.718. What is that value? So if you do this, let me do this for you. Let me take up my calculator and I get this as 1 divided by 2.718 is nothing but 0.367. 0.3679 is 0.36 I'll take, which will be 0.36 over here. Times Q naught. This is what I get. Okay, which means what I do is, I will take, now let us look at this diagram here, graph over here. This 0.2, the next small square should be 0.24, 0.28, 0.32, 0.36, 0.4. That means just one square before 0.4 is your 0.36, alright, 0.36 times Q. Now what I will do is, I will just draw a line here and find out what is this time here. The time here is 0. Somewhere it touches over here, right? Where does it touch? It exactly touches over here. Let me just rub it and show it to you. Right? It touches somewhere over here, which corresponds to this line immediately after 0.4, which is somewhere around 0.4. This is 0.44 seconds. Now, why did I do this one? Because you know, I get the value of T here. Let me try the coordinates over here. 0.36 times Q naught and 0.44 seconds over here. Okay, why I did this is because if I get this value T here, this T is what is equal to RC. Okay, see, though the values of RC are not given, I have found out the product of RC, which is equal to 0.44. I hope you get this here. So T is equal to 0.44 seconds, which is also equal to RC. Why is it equal to RC? Because only when I put T equal to RC here, I got this Q equal to 0.36 times Q naught. So I got this value. Next, what I am going to do is, let us change the values of R and C. When I change the values of R and C, now let me write it here. The new values, when I do this, I get the value of Q to be equal to Q naught e to the power of minus T divided by 4RC. Why 4RC? Because R becomes 2R, C becomes 2C, 2R into 2C becomes 4RC. Okay. Now, when will this be equal to this value? Which one? Minus 0.36 Q. So, what I will do is, I will just substitute the same thing. Okay. 0.36 Q naught is equal to Q naught e to the power of minus T divided by 4RC. Okay. This Q naught and Q naught goes away over here. Now, what is 0.36? Where did I get from here? I got from here. 1 by E, right? So, I will write this as 1 by E is equal to e to the power of minus T by 4RC. Once again, I am repeating 0.36. I got it from here. See, I wrote this as 1 by E here, where E is equal to 2.718. I substituted. I got the answer as to 0.36. So, I got this value here. Now, this 1 by E power 1 is equal to 1 by E to the power of T by RC. If I compare the powers here, what do I get here? This E and E are the powers here, right? If I compare it, I get T by RC equal to 1. What is this? Sorry, T by 4RC here, right? This is T by 4RC. So here also 4RC. So here also 4RC. So T dash or T is equal to 4RC here. But we already know the value of T here. We already know the value of RC here. What's the value of RC? 0.44, right? If I substitute this, I get the answer as 4 into 0.44, which is equal to how much? 4 4s are 16, 1 4 4s are 16, 1.76 seconds. Which means when you change the value of R to 2R, C to 2C, then your Q becomes Q naught divided by E at T is equal to 1.76 seconds, right? This is what we have understood now. Now what we do is, let us find which of these graphs will reflect that. Q equal to Q naught by E, 0.36 E. Where is it now? As I already told you in the previous graph, it is just 1 square before 0.4, right? 1 square before 0.4. This is the point. 1 square before 0.4 is here. Draw a line here and find what is the time here. Time here is seen to be around 0.44 here. But what should I get? I should get the time to be 1.76. So therefore, this is incorrect. Now let us look at this. At t equal to 0.4, t equal to 0.36. T equal to 0.36 is here. If I draw a line here, this keeps on going until here. See, might be it goes beyond 1.6. What is the answer you need? 1.76. Might be this might come here and it might intersect at 1.76 at this point. So B is the right answer. Okay. Now if you can verify it on the other two graphs also. So 0.36 once again here. If I find out what is the value you are getting, you are getting it somewhere over here. What is the value here? 0.1 to 0.1 or something, less than 0.1. So definitely not more than 1. Also incorrect. And here also 0.36. When you draw here, this comes out to be around 0.2 over here. 0.2 over here is also incorrect. Thus, the graphical analysis should be performed. Okay. If you still have a doubt, let me know where you are missing it, so I can make a separate video only on this problem and explain it in a much more detailed way. Okay. Thank you.